Today on The Young and the Restless, Sally gives Audra a promotion, Nikki and Jack confront Billy, and Nick runs out of refills. Nate spots Victoria at the outdoor cafe, glaring at her phone as she types. She admits she's drafting emails. She and her family are planning a full-scale attack on Billy and Phyllis. Victoria explains that she woke up even angrier at Billy, but she can't turn the kids against him. She knows this is going to get ugly, so she's sending Johnny and Katie back to boarding school. Nate warns it could backfire on her and asks if she's separating them from their father to punish Billy. Victoria, who was going to cut Billy off from the kids last week, protests that she never use her kids as pawns, but she doesn't want them to see the hostilities. Nate learns Johnny and Katie were reluctant to go, but she believes it's for their own good. Switching gears, Nate apologizes if he overstepped. Victoria admits she may not be thinking clearly. He asks what the full-scale attack will involve. Billy arrives at Chancellor and grins, "Home sweet home. Back where I belong." Jack walks in and bursts his bubble. They get right down to bickering about Nikki and Jack's concern/judgment. Billy bristles when Jack brings up Victoria, his kids, and Sally, and asks if he's lost the woman he loves. In a roundabout way, Billy admits he lost Sally over this. Jack understates that his brother chasing his obsessions has never ended well. Billy thinks he's just pissed off that he's the abbot who bested Victor Newman. Cue Nikki's arrival. Nikki lays into Billy about stealing her family's life work and double-checks that Jack's not there to offer congratulations. Billy needles Nikki about the financials he looked over, and she warns him not to run the place into the ground. Billy tells her Victor got what he deserved, but he's sorry she got hurt. Nikki's not impressed and tells him not to get too comfortable. When Billy leaves, Jack tells her how sorry he is that this happened at the hands of an abbot. He fears the consequences for his brother. Nikki vows that the Newmans will take back what's theirs, and if anyone gets in the way, they'd better be prepared for the consequences at society. Audra's floored to hear that Sally called Jill, told her Billy took back Chancellor, and got her permission to promote Audra to co-equal CEO. Sally merely wants her Paul to prove her right. She then stuns her again by announcing that they have Newman Media's assets. Sally complains about Billy trying to pacify her with a company. She moved out this morning. Audra's bowled over again. Sally explains that Billy couldn't put them first. She had to let go. Downing her bubbly, Sally apologizes for leaving Audra hanging while she teamed up with Billy. They toast to being two single boss ladies and decide to, what else, but change the name of the company. Sally suggests Spectre Charles Media. Audra thanks her, "This is a dream." The ladies are preparing to leave when Billy arrives. Audra loyally tells him the breakup is his loss. He'd do anything for Sally to change her mind about leaving. Sally asks, "Anything?" He stays quiet, and she says, "That's what I thought." She chose him, and he chose Chancellor. At Crimson Lights, Nick scrambles to jam the fentanyl back into his pocket when Sharon arrives at the table with tea. She asks what he hid from her. Pulling out his empty bottle of pain pills, he says, "I'm out." Sharon frowns. She just picked up his prescription the other day. Sharon decides that Nick worrying about Newman must be making things worse. Noah peeks in as she tries to talk him into acupuncture. Noah greets his parents and updates them that he's asked Sienna to come back to Genoa City. She's thinking about it. Nick grimaces on and off as Noah gets caught up on current events and snaps when Phyllis' name comes up. Sharon and Noah both gawp at him. When his mom leaves the table, Noah questions why his dad is still in so much pain. Nick lies that he left his pain pills at home and admits he probably left the hospital too early. Sharon rejoins them as Nick flinches his way out the door. She and Noah are both worried. Outside society, Sally and Audra run into Jack, who tells the redhead he's sorry before heading inside to meet Billy. His brother is on a puzzling phone call about the kids. He disconnects and tells Jack that Victoria has fired a warning shot and has gone too far. Still at the cave, Victoria tells Nate that she won't get into specifics about the plan of attack. Her father wants to force Kane to align with them, but she has her own plan. One that hits closer to home for Phyllis. At Crimson Lights, Sharon and Noah fear Nick's pain has gone on too long. She gets the sense there is something else going on, something he doesn't want them to know.